Hello everyone and welcome to the 15th, that's 15. Welcome to the 15th installment of Yid Talks, and tonight's talk is entitled Our Unique Greatness. And, just starting off for tonight, I just want to kind of get a little more loose. I'm really trying my best in this time here to let myself feel more free, to really start getting comfortable in front of the video, to feel more like myself. And I think by the end of tonight's talk, that's going to relate to what makes me as an individual special and why I'm kind of striving to get to that place. I mean, just a little more just a little more kind of loose and a little bit more myself. So here's my attempt tonight. Here it is, raw and uncut. It's still raw and uncut because I'm still trying to figure out the editing thing, and I'm going to get there. That's the beautiful process of growth. It's going to take time, but I'm going to get there. I'm so excited for it. So tonight, our unique greatness. To begin the thought for tonight, if you think about how many people are in this world, I think it's over 7 billion people in this world. And you look at each individual person, and you go on the street, you're walking down, in your town, and you look at each person on the street. A beautiful miracle of God is that each and every person looks different than the next. That's right. Even identical twins, you ask mother or father of those twins, they'll be able to discern the difference between twin A and twin B. It's not just an intuition. There are clear differences in facial structure, maybe in a birthmark on the face, or just a kind of way that they kind of look. And so if we think about it, there's so many concepts that if we lent our ability to contemplate on them, the richness of those ideas flourish. And this is one of them. Think about the fact that every single person that you have ever known and ever will know will look different than the next person. Everyone has a unique face, and that is a miracle of God. It's a miracle of God. And I think that it is illustrating to us something very deep, which is that on the outside we're different, so too on the inside we're different. And I think what the inside difference and uniqueness that each of us have within ourselves is what really makes us special. But the fact that we look different on the outside is another metaphor. It's just another illustration for us to be able to deepen our understanding that really what's on the inside is different as well, and unique. Not just different, but unique. And uniqueness connotes some type of specialness, some kind of value that an individual brings to the table that nobody else in the entire world can bring. And a part of life's journey is discovering those aspects of ourselves. And by discovering those aspects of ourselves, we become more self-confident. We become more self-loving. We become more proud of our individual mission in this world. And I think at that point, that's when we can really start helping others. When we can share and spread that which makes us unique, we open up the key to helping others in a more broad and encompassing way. So I thought, hey, why not? Let me share some of my attributes that I've discovered in myself, with the hopes of being able to enliven those things that make you special at home. And by doing that, possibly we will lead richer lives. And something that kind of got me to this place at this very moment where I'm feeling just a little more loose, a little more free to sort of express myself here, is with the understanding that those things that I've discovered in myself that make me special, that make me who I am, that make me an individual, are the very things that I hope to be able to express on video here, because those are the things that make me special. And it takes time, because it's hard to sort of be speaking in front of a screen with, no one watching. I'm basically, again, talking in front of a mirror here. It's not so easy to get comfortable in this. But my goal is being able to express all those things that make me special. And I think that's what will actually attract, an audience to be able to share the ideas that I think I find inspiring, at least for myself, I find inspiring. I hope that they would be inspiring to other people as well. And that's really my goal here. My goal is to inspire others. My goal is to share thoughts that can inspire others to become better people themselves. So here we go. This is a part of a daily list of quotes and ideas that I try to review daily. I've been doing it for a few months now. It's a living document, meaning that it changes quite often. I've been refining it for quite some time, and I'm very proud of it. And one of those things that are here that I try to review daily is, you see below it says the appendix, it says personal traits. And I try to do this daily to remind myself of what makes me special. And it's not just me that's special. Each and every person watching this, which might be 3 or 4 people. Hi, Dad. Hi, wife. Or anybody else that I hope is watching this. There are a multitude of things that make you special as well. And getting a better understanding, a better grasp of those things is one of the beauties of life. So here we go. Personal traits. And I'm going to share, I think I'll share maybe 8 or so of them today. Maybe I'll share the rest another time. And below what it says personal traits, I say these God-given traits allow me to fulfill my mission in this world. And I would love to speak about that another time, about how our personal greatness and our personal uniqueness lends to our mission in this world. I'm sort of kind of riding on the side of that topic right now, but at this point I'm just kind of staying personal and trying to relate what makes me special in order to kind of give you guys kind of a closer idea of really what I want to make myself with this channel. So the first thing I have on here is a seeker of truth, and I've had many of these things in different orders, and now a seeker of truth is the first thing I have on here because I think it most closely represents who I am out of all the other traits that I have. A seeker of truth. That's what brought me onto my path of Judaism and my path of Yiddishkeit. That's what's led me down other paths in life that represent who I am today, who I'm proud to say that I am today. So a seeker of truth. And then the second thing on the list is a student of truth. I find the Torah to be the most essential thing in life. And I feel like my seeking of truth brought me to the place of Torah. And now that I found Torah, I'm now a student of truth. So that's why I have that as number 2. The third thing I have on this list is an appreciation of learning new things, which is sort of related to both number 1 and number 2. But it also represents my love for learning about nature, my love for learning about the human body, for learning about new technologies, learning about new medical approaches. I just have a taste for an appreciation for learning something that I've never known before that existed. And it goes back to learning about God's world, really, because there's so much complexity, there's so much depth, there's so much beauty in the world. There's so much to learn. And so that's something that I appreciate for myself, is I have an appreciation of learning new things. So that's number 3. Number 4 is being growth oriented. I can look back, 5-6 years, and from one side of it, I'm proud to see where I once was and now where I am today. But 5 or 6 years ago, things that I've written in my journal, I'm actually impressed with more than the way that I think today. So it sort of has this dual approach where I sometimes I feel like I haven't moved at all. Other times I feel like I've grown in really deep ways. But that's one thing that I'm proud of, that I have as a trait, is having a sense of being growth oriented. Number 5, I think I might stop at this one, and maybe I can continue on another Yid Talk in the future. The 5th one that I have down here is determined. I'm determined. I have a determined personality, that once I set my mind to something, I don't always seek through to it, but I typically feel a desire to really try to refine the process. These videos are one example. This pamphlet that I've made for myself is another example. And I am proud of the fact that I'm a determined type of person. It's led to my growth in the learning that I've done with Torah. I was never able to read a lick of Hebrew in my life, and now I'm able to, fluently read, inside on the page. And I'm very proud of myself for that. So that's one of the things that I've noticed in myself, is that I have a determined personality, and I'm very grateful for that. So just these 5 things for now: being a seeker of truth, a student of truth, having an appreciation for learning new things, being growth oriented, and being determined. Those are just 5 of a list of things that I have here that I want somehow to be expressed in the persona that I create on this channel. And I was inspired by that before I started this, and that's why I was able to actually move my shoulders, show everybody I have shoulders that I can move. I'm not a robot. I got inspired to be more freeing with my ability to move during this Yid Talk, with understanding that I want to bring out my unique self to this channel. And I really think that's the way that I will possibly have people that will want to listen, and want to listen for the sake of learning something about themselves and being inspired to do good. So thank you guys for listening to this 15th installment of Yid Talk, and it's been a wild ride already, and I'm very proud and appreciative of the fact that I'm still doing this. Even though it's been only 15, I'm trucking. Let's keep trucking. Good night, everybody.